Who was the greatest baseball player you ever played against or you ever saw?
The guy that comes to mind really quickly is Ken Griffey Jr. I played against his dad, and then I played against him for a while. Ken Griffey Jr. Had this smile on his face, and he enjoyed every aspect of what he did. And there wasn't anything on the baseball field that I didn't think he could do. I mean, he could run, he could throw, he covered out to center field, he could hit with clutch, he hit with power. You didn't want to see him anywhere near the lineup when you didn't want to see him in a matchup when you had the game on the line, for sure. So I just thought that he was most physically blessed, and I've got to know him better now. Like in our post-playing career, we go to the Hall of Fame each year. Everybody comes back for the Hall of Fame to celebrate the new inductees, and he's one of my favorite people to sit down and talk to. And he has a quiet confidence. He doesn't have this giant ego that said, I'm the
He came to the 30th anniversary celebration.
Oh, yeah, I did.
To honor you. And who was the toughest pitcher you ever faced?
I think all the number ones were tough. Randy, Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, Nolan Ryan. But the one guy that gave me sort of fits in the beginning was Goose Gossage. Goose Gossage was the closer for the Yankees. At that time, our radar guns were slower and all that kind of stuff, and he was hitting 100 plus on our slow radar guns. And it looked like he didn't know where the ball was going sometimes, and he looked like he didn't care. And so and I remember watching the World Series the year before I faced him, and he ended up hitting Ron Cey, the Dodgers third baseman, in the head, and they took Ron Cey off the field, and it looked like he was sort of crazy, and he kind of was happy he did it. So when I batted against him for the first time, I couldn't take that image out of my mind. So I kept stepping in the bucket. You can't hit when you think you might get hit. You got to put that totally out of your mind. But I kept thinking, is it coming at me? No. Is it coming at me? No. And I wasn't hitting very well against him, and I was intimidated. And I was trying to figure out, I got to fix this. And one of our players was friends with him, and he called over to the clubhouse and said, hey, why don't we go grab some ribs afterwards? I'll take you to this place called The Stable in Cockeysville. And I overheard the conversation. So when I was driving home that night, I went past the stable, and I looked over, and I went, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I pulled in. And I walked in, and my teammate and Goose was sitting in the corner, and they saw me coming in, and they called me over. So I ended up drinking beer with him and eating ribs with him and getting to know him. And find out he's a good guy. It totally took the intimidation factor away. So I think I was 4 for my next 5 off of him.